Hi guys, welcome to Unacademy. So this is our YouTube channel. Let's crack 11th CBSE Commerce. So I'm Riti Spandana. I have 9 years plus teaching experience and I'm a faculty in Hyderabad. So this is a quick introduction about our Unacademy platform or the app. So on our platform on Unacademy, this is what you're going to get. Daily live classes यानी एक लाइव सेशन जो आपके घर बैठे सिर्फ एक अच्छे इंटरनेट कनेक्शन के साथ आप कोई भी सेशन अटेंड कर सकते हो. एंड द बिगेस्ट एडवांटेज ऑफ अ लाइव सेशन इज़ दैट यू कैन गेट योर डाउट्स क्लैरिफाइड एज द सेशन गोज ऑन. तो जैसे सेशन प्रोग्रेस होगा आप आपके डाउट्स क्लैरिफाई कर सकते हो एजुकेटर से. तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा एडवांटेज है जो नॉर्मल ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में नहीं मिलेंगे आपको. लाइव टेस्ट एंड क्विजेस, तो हर कुछ टॉपिक्स के बाद वी आर गोइंग टू कंडक्ट अ टेस्ट और अ क्विज विच विल हेल्प यू इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट एरियाज यू आर डूइंग गुड एंड व्हाट एरियाज यू नीड मोर हेल्प. तो इससे आपको पता चल जाएगा कि आपको कितना समझ में आया, कौन से एरियाज आपके स्ट्रॉन्ग एरियाज है, कौन से एरियाज आपके वीक एरियाज है जहाँ पे आपको हार्डवर्क करना है. सो दीज आर गोइंग टू हेल्प यू विद योर ओवरऑल प्रिपरेशन फॉर द एग्जामिनेशंस लेटर. The courses are going to be absolutely structured. तो जो भी सेशंस आप अटेंड करोगे, जो भी कोर्स के लिए आप सब्सक्राइब कर रहे हो, all those sessions are going to be absolutely relevant to the topics and the subject. So if you are looking at CBSE 11th Commerce, then all subjects included in your commerce subject and also all the topics involved pertinent to your CBSE pattern will be discussed in this particular course. So structured courses basically mean कि सारे subjects सब कुछ सारे topics cover होंगे ये sessions में. Then you have unlimited access. So this is a very big advantage that you're going to get on our platform. That is, you have unlimited access to all the sessions and all educators. अगर एक educator दो same topic को दो educators अगर पढ़ा रहे हैं, you will have access to both the sessions to attend. So you can attend any educator's session. You can attend any subject. Any session you want to in a particular day. And live sessions के लिए भी अगर आप कोई एक live session नहीं attend कर पाते हो, you don't have to worry about missing that topic. You can attend another session on the same topic. It's not a problem. एंड द बिगेस्ट एडवांटेज इज अगर आप लाइव सेशन में जिस प्रकार से डाउट्स पूछते हो लाइव चैट यूज़ करके, अगर आप लाइव सेशन नहीं अटेंड करते हो और रिकॉर्डेड सेशंस भी अगर अटेंड करते हो, तो हर 4 सेशंस के बाद वी आर गोइंग टू हैव अ डाउट सेशन सो दैट एनी लाइव सेशंस यू हैव मिस्ड और एनी डाउट्स दैट यू कुड नॉट आस्क ड्यूरिंग दोज लाइव सेशंस यू कैन आस्क देम इन दोज डाउट सेशन. और ये अनलिमिटेड एक्सेस का मतलब होता है आपके पूरे सब्सक्रिप्शन पीरियड में सारे सेशन, सारे एजुकेटर्स, सारे डाउट सेशन, हर चीज़ का आपको अनलिमिटेड एक्सेस रहेगा. So you will be preparing with our top educators. So all educators on our platform are very well qualified. So we have comprehensive syllabus. All you have to do is go into Google App Store or Apple App Store and download the Unacademy Learning app. And in the app, you just have to select which exam or which course you want to take a subscription of. We're also available on Telegram. So in the description box below this video, you will find a student feedback form. You will find our Telegram app link, and also you will find a link where you can check out my Unacademy educator profile. So if you have any comments, doubts, you can put it here or you can check out our app. So this is the yearly subscription cost that we are going to discuss now. अगर आप कॉमर्स की ही बात करते हो तो हर सब्जेक्ट का आपको अलग एक प्राइवेट ट्यूटर को रखना पड़ेगा अगर आप ट्यूशन्स ले रहे हो. और प्राइवेट ट्यूटर्स भी दे आर गोइंग टू फिनिश ऑफ द सिलेबस इन अबाउट 3-4 मंथ्स. उसके बाद आपको एक्सेस नहीं मिलता है. बट अगर और सेकेंड डिसएडवांटेज देयर इज आप हर प्राइवेट ट्यूटर को फ़ी पे करोगे तो वो बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपेंसिव भी हो जाएगा. बट हियर ऑन आर Unacademy platform if you take up a 12-month subscription. पूरे साल का आपको अनलिमिटेड एक्सेस, डाउट सेशंस एंड एक्सेस टू एडुकेटर्स मिलेगा और सारे सब्जेक्ट्स भी कवर हो जाएंगे सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे. एंड द कॉस्ट फॉर 12 months is 12,500. If you use my code RITI you can avail a 10% discount, and the fee for 12 months is going to be only 11,250 rupees. यानी महीने में 1,000 रुपीज़ से भी कम में आपको पूरा ट्यूशन मिल रहा है, डाउट सेशंस मिल रहे हैं, टेस्ट सीरीज मिल रहा है, सब कुछ मिल रहा है सिर्फ और सिर्फ 11,250 रुपीज़ में. सो प्लीज़ यूज़ माई कोड RITI to avail your 10% discount. So please do not delay, enroll today. So we'll start with today's session now. Let's see if there's anyone online. Okay, so let's continue then. So today we'll be discussing verbs, and in verbs we'll be doing part 1. So basically this means that we will have another session on verbs where we'll be discussing a different set of verbs and section. Okay, now let's quickly understand how we are going to divide the session into two parts. The first session, that is today's session in verbs, we will be dealing with forms of verbs. We will be discussing what exactly is a verb, verb होता क्या है और उसके जो अलग अलग फॉर्म्स है वो क्या होते हैं वो डिस्कस करेंगे, और जो भी फॉर्म्स डिस्कस करेंगे उसके एग्जाम्पल्स देखेंगे. एंड इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन ऑफ वर्ब्स वी विल बी डूइंग टेंसेस. ओके, लेट्स कंटिन्यू. So let's start with the first basics of verbs, that is what is a sentence. A sentence is a group of words that make complete sense. तो एक sentence क्या होता है? Group of words है जो एक certain meaning को convey करते हैं. Then a sentence is a group or two words that have a subject and a predicate. तो ये आपने स्कूल में भी सीखा होगा, बचपन में भी जब ग्रामर सीख रहे थे कि एक सेंटेंस जो है उसमें एक सब्जेक्ट होता है और एक प्रेडिकेट होता है. सेंटेंस इज अ ग्रुप और टू वर्ड्स दैट हैव अ नाउन इन सब्जेक्ट फॉर्म एंड अ वर्ब. यानी एक नाउन होता है और एक सब्जेक्ट और एक प्रेडिकेट होता है. सो व्हाट इज अ सब्जेक्ट? अ सब्जेक्ट इज अ noun in its subject form. And what is a predicate? A predicate is a verb. Okay, let's continue now. Okay, so what is a subject? Any noun or pronoun that is performing an action, dealing with something, being discussed or described or dealt with. So what is a noun? A noun or a pronoun, that is what is a subject? A noun or a pronoun that is performing an action, dealing with something, being discussed or described or dealt with. So example है, he is an intelligent boy. So let's just quickly identify the subject here. So anything which has to do with the verb. So यहाँ पे verb है, he is an intelligent boy. So who is an intelligent boy? He. So what is the subject here? He. Students have submitted the assignment. Have is the verb here. So who have submitted the assignment? The students have. So this is the subject. She is a brave girl. Who is a brave girl? She. So what is the subject? She. This is my book. Is my book. What is my book? This. So what is the subject? This is the subject. So what is the subject? Subject is anything which answers the question of a verb. A is going to the market. Who is going to the market? A. A will become the subject. X has returned my books. Who has returned the books? X has. So who is the subject? X is the subject. So how do we recognize a noun or a pronoun that's a subject? Anything which answers the question who or what after a verb is a subject. The rest of the nouns or pronouns that we have in the sentence will be objects. So what is an object? An object in a sentence is a noun or pronoun that is the receiver of an action. Example, I gave him the books. So who gave the books? I. So I is the subject, him will become the object. The books also will become the object. They submitted their assignments to her. Who submitted the assignments? Students. So students is the subject, her is the object. This book is mine. Whose is this book? Mine. So mine is the subject, book will become the object. This class is ours. Whose class is this? Ours. So ours is the subject, class will become the object. Active voice, passive voice. So we'll quickly look at what is active voice and what is passive voice. So active voice is a sentence where the noun or pronoun takes an active role. Example, he is a brave boy. Who is a brave boy? He. So the subject is active here. They are performing on the stage. Who are performing on the stage? They. So they is the subject. He or she is going to the market. Who is going to the market? X or she. The students were in the auditorium. So who were in the auditorium? Students or they. So what is happening here? We are looking at words which are answering the question who or what when it comes to the verb. So all these are subjects, and in active voice the subjects are all the active or the important part of a sentence. In passive voice, all those words which are not active become the objects. So a sentence where the noun or a pronoun takes a back seat and is not active. Example, the minister gave him an award. Who gave the award? The minister. To him. So him here is, the object of the sentence. The program was organized by them. So what was organized by them? The program. So the program is the subject. Them will become the object. The auditorium was filled by students. So the students filled the auditorium. There it's the subject. Here it's the object. So subject, object keep changing based on the active voice and passive voice. Let's continue. Okay, so let's continue. No one's online yet. Okay. Verb. A verb is a word that is an action. Example, I've finished the work, so I'm talking about an action. He is watching a movie, so I'm talking about an action. They are eating their lunch, so I'm again talking about an action. Verb is a word that is a state of being or a state of existence. Example, I am happy. Am. I'm talking about the existence. He is brave. I'm talking about existence. The students are in the class. So where are the students? They are in the class. So in the class is already telling us where the students are. So what is the word are doing here? It is telling us where the student exists. तो यहाँ पे the students are in the class इस sentence में in the class जो है वो हमको बता रहा है कहाँ पर है students, और are जो है वो हमको समझा रहा है कि students कहाँ exist करते हैं. So here it is, the students exist in the class. Okay. So verb is a word which shows an action, and verb is also a word that is a state of being or a state of existence. Okay. So let's quickly look at a verb being divided into two categories. One is auxiliary, the other is modal verbs. Okay. Then let's look at this. Be is, am, is, are, was. Word, be, been, being. For example, I am brave. Then he is, they are. I was sitting here. They were waiting for him, etc. Or please be patient. I've been waiting for this day. You are being, impatient sometimes, etc. Then has, had, has and have, singular, plural, past tense, and having is continuous tense. Do, did, done, does, and doing. Do and does are singular and plural. So does is singular, do is plural. Then modal auxiliaries are will and would, shall and should, may, might, can, could, ought to, and must. So all these are auxiliary verbs. These are primary auxiliaries and these are modal auxiliaries. If these are auxiliary verbs, then what are main verbs? Main verbs are the action verbs. Okay. So verbs can be divided into two categories, the auxiliary verbs and the main verbs. Main verbs are nothing but the action verbs, and auxiliary verbs are your primary auxiliaries as these and modal auxiliaries as these. Any doubts here? Okay. Will refers to certainty. So I will finish the work, he will submit the book, they will plant trees soon. So what are these words, sentences doing here? They are basically telling us what is going to happen with certainty. When someone says I will finish the work, they basically are talking about a promise that is being made, a certainty that was being conveyed here, that I will finish the work. The second sentence also, he will submit the book. I am giving assurance here that he is definitely going to submit the book. In the third sentence, they will plant trees soon. Again, there is a certainty that is being discussed in this sentence that this is also going to definitely happen. Now, will basically refers to willingness. Okay, so if you look at the word will as in the will or the letter will that is written by people about properties and inheritance and all of that, will basically means, or to even use the word as willpower. So basically will refers to something that you are willing to do. It refers to willingness. So if I say I will finish the work, there I am talking about a willingness that I have to do something. एक सिंपल सी चीज़ है यहाँ पे, अगर आप किसी चीज़ को चाहते हुए करते हो तो उसके करने के चांसेस आपके ज़्यादा रहते हैं. अगर आपको चीज़ पसंद नहीं है तो वो आप काम करें, वो चांसेस बहुत कम रहते हैं. सो इन द सेम मैनर व्हेन आई talk about or use the word will, I have or I give a better or a certainty that I am going to definitely do that work. Would refers to a positive possibility. तो what is positive possibility? तो possibility का मतलब होता है 50-50. कुछ चीज़ हो सकता है, कुछ चीज़ नहीं हो सकता है. So basically would is referred to a positive possibility. I am talking about something that may happen or that may not happen. So would refers to a positive possibility. Okay, then let's look at the sentences here. I would finish the work soon. So here I am not giving a guarantee. तो यहाँ पे जो है वो guarantee नहीं मिल पा रहा है. हम इसकी क्या बात कर रहे हैं? We are only talking about something that is a possibility only. So I would finish the work soon. I may finish the work soon. That's the idea that we want to convey here. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Any doubts so far? Okay. So I would finish the work soon would basically mean that I am talking about a possibility of finishing the work. He would submit the book. So here again I'm talking about a possibility only. I'm not talking about a certainty. There is no guarantee this is going to happen. Again I'm only talking about a possibility. So if I say I would finish the work soon, I will try my best, but there's also a chance that I may not be able to finish it. तो would का मतलब होता है कोई भी चीज़ जो मैं बोल रही हूँ कि शायद हो जाए. मैं मैक्सिमम कोशिश करूँगी पर गारंटी नहीं है कि वो एक्चुअली हो सकता है. अगर मैं विल यूज़ करती हूँ तो मैं गारंटी देती हूँ कि मैं पूरी तरह से कोशिश करूँगी कि उसको कर दूँ. बट अगर वुड यूज़ कर रही हूँ तो मैं कोई गारंटी नहीं दे रही हूँ. मैं बोल रही हूँ कि मैं सबसे ज़्यादा कोशिश करूँगी, होगा. I'll try my best to make it happen. That's what we're talking about. They would plant the trees soon. So basically again I'm talking about a possibility. Okay, let's continue. Can refers to certainty and it refers to capability. So basically what does can refer to? Can refers to capability. किसी की कितनी capability है कोई काम करने की. अभी let's understand this sentence now. I can finish the work. What does this mean? That I am capable of finishing the work. मेरे में ये capability है किसी एक काम को करने के लिए. He can submit the book by tomorrow. यानी उसमें capability है कल तक book submit करने की. They can plant all the trees. यानी उनमें capability है कि सारे plants को वो plant कर दें. Now the problem here with will and can is, let's understand the basic difference here. Okay, I will finish the work, I can finish the work. इन दोनों में अभी डिफरेंस समझते हैं हम. तो जब मैं कोई इंसान बोलता है आई विल फिनिश द वर्क, लेट्स से X promises to finish the work by tomorrow, but suddenly there is a power cut in X's house and X does not have any backup or Wi-Fi to do the work. Will X be able to finish the work? No, he won't be able to finish the work. Why? Because X is willing to do the work. X has promised to finish the work. X said I will finish the work. बट वो पावर कट होने की वजह से, वाईफाई ना होने की वजह से एक्स क्या वो काम कर पाएगा? नहीं कर पाएगा. यानी मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम यू मे बी विलिंग टू डू समथिंग बट यू मे नॉट हैव द केपेबिलिटी टू डू इट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर मैं बोलूँगी कि मैं एक 100 किलोज का जो बैग है उसको एक हाथ से उठा सकती हूँ, देन व्हाट विल आई से? इफ आई से आई विल लिफ्ट दैट बैग of 100 kilos with one hand, I'm talking about what I'm willing to do. But am I capable to do it? Maybe not. मैं ट्राई करूँगी, मैं नहीं उठा पाऊँगी, छोड़ दूँगी. What does this mean? That I've tried. So what does will refer to? Will only refers to trying the work for sure. It doesn't guarantee the outcome or the result of the action. So please remember, जब भी आप will use करते हो या will word को पढ़ते हो किसी जगह पे लिखा हुआ, या कोई आपको विल का मीनिंग बताते हैं, तो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दिस. विल का मतलब होता है सिर्फ विलिंगनेस, और वो बहुत सर्कमस्टेंशियल है उसका आउटकम जो है उसकी गारंटी नहीं रहती है. गारंटी किस बात की? कि वो पर्सन जिसने बोला है आई विल डू इट इज गोइंग टू ट्राई हिज और हर 100% टू डू इट. Now coming to can. If I tell you that I can lift this bag with one hand, I'm talking about my capability. But क्या मैंने ये बोला है कि मैं करूँगी? नहीं. So करने में और capability में ये difference आता है. So when I say I will lift this bag with one hand, I may or may not be able to do it. Depends on my capability. But if I say I can lift this bag with one hand, am I telling you that I'm going to try it? No. I'm only telling you what I am capable of. तो जब आपके strengths और weaknesses की बात करते हो, तब usually हम लोग can use करते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि वो capability है. So if I say I can finish the work, I'm talking about my capability, but I'm not talking about my willingness to do it. He can submit the book by tomorrow. He is capable of doing it, but will he do it? We don't know. They can plant all the trees. They are capable of planting all the trees, but will they do it, or are they too lazy to do it? We don't know. So what are these sentences doing here? So these sentences use can, which only basically talk about a capability and nothing else. Let's look at this part now. Good evening, Mati. Okay. Could refers to a negative possibility. ओके, सो यहाँ पे will जो है वो certainty को रेफर करता है, और would जो है वो positive possibility. यानी जब हम would use करते हैं then we are a little positive about the outcome that it may happen. But when we use the word could, we are not at all positive about the outcome. हम sure हैं कि वो नहीं हो पाएगा. So when we use can, we basically say I can finish the work, I can submit the book, I can plant all the trees. और जब could use करते हैं तो it's a negative possibility. So we say I could finish the work soon. Meaning I had the capability but I did not finish it. He could submit the book. What does this mean? That he has the capability but he did not do it. Okay, good evening Kamesh. Okay, let's continue. So he could submit the book, meaning he had the capability, but he is not going to do it. They could plant the trees soon. What does this mean again? They are capable of planting the trees, but they have not planted the trees. So when we use the word could, it basically means that these people were capable, but they were not willing to do it. तो कुड जो है वो एक पॉसिबिलिटी है, बट वो नेगेटिव पॉसिबिलिटी है, यानी उसके होने के चांसेस ऑलमोस्ट ज़ीरो है. Okay, so any doubts so far with will and would, can and could? Okay, so quickly brushing up here. Will is certainty and it refers to willingness. So will हम तब यूज़ करते हैं जब हम पूरी कोशिश करने वाले हैं, उसका आउटकम का कोई गारंटी नहीं है. would तब यूज़ करते हैं जब हम पॉजिटिव है कि ये हो सकता है, पॉसिबल है. कैन का मतलब कैपेबिलिटी है, यानी कैपेबिलिटी है, बट करने की गारंटी या ट्रायल की गारंटी हम नहीं ले रहे हैं. कुड क्या है? इट्स जस्ट बेसिकली आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट capability where I'm not using my willingness. So a negative possibility. Okay, let's continue. May and might both refer to a possibility. So she may come to the class, she might come to the class, both refer to a possibility. हो सकता है या नहीं हो सकता है, 50-50 chances. He may return the books today, he might return the books today. They may finish the construction soon, they might finish the construction soon. So what is may or might used for? They're both used for possibility. Okay, Mahati, so let's continue. So may and might both also refer to a permission. So may I borrow your book? Might I borrow your book? May I finish the work later? Might I finish the work later? May I explain this later? Might I explain this later? तो may और might दोनों जो है वो permission के लिए भी use होता है. So you must have heard of this old English joke where a student comes late to the class and the student asks the teacher, can I come in? And the teacher says, you can but you may not. Okay, so this joke is no longer valid technically. अभी जो है informally, unless you're writing a formal letter to CEO of your company or to any university or something like that, or the prime minister, you don't have to really worry about using may or might for permission. You can also use can for permission. So can I come in, can I do this, can I finish the work? All these are acceptable forms of permission today. Then let's look at shall and should. So I shall do the job soon, I will do the job soon. In these two sentences, the major difference is that will is used for all all aspects. Will जो है वो हम हर सेंटेंस में, हर कॉन्टेक्स्ट में, हर जगह पे यूज कर सकते हैं, पर्सनल और प्रोफेशनल. Shall is used only for professional things. You cannot use shall for personal things. Why? Because shall refers to responsibility. So unless it's your duty or responsibility to do something, you cannot use the word shall or should. We have to use the word will or would or must. If you want to talk about something that is mandatory, compulsory, then we need to use the word must and not should. Should basically refers to responsibility. For example, I should study for my exam. Why? Because it's my responsibility to be prepared for my examination. I shall do the job soon, which means I'm talking about my willingness, but I'm doing it because it's my responsibility rather than my willingness. तो shall और should जो है वो एक responsibility की बात होती है. तो जब हम बोलते हैं I shall do the job soon, इसका क्या मतलब होता है कि वो मेरा responsibility है, वो मेरी duty है, इसीलिए मैं उसको करना चाहती हूँ. So the same thing goes with I shall lend you some money, meaning it's my duty or responsibility to do that. That is why I am going to do it. You should sleep on time. So basically, if you want to be healthy, etc., then you should be sleeping on time. So all these usage that we have here, shall and should, they basically refer to a responsibility. Must is used to refer to a compulsion or necessity. So you must study for your exam, यानी अगर तुम नहीं पढ़ोगे तो तुम पास नहीं होगे. So basically this is talking about a mandatory compulsory condition for you to do something. And coming to this ought to, good evening Gayatri. Okay. So if you look at the word ought to is used for moral responsibility. So basically ought to is used when we are using it into sentences like you ought to help others, you ought to be kind to animals, you ought to be affectionate towards children, you ought to respect all elders. So basically ought to is used when we are talking about a moral responsibility. For example, you ought not to give bribes to people, or you ought to stand up when you listen to the national anthem. So we are talking about moral responsibility. So ये compulsion या mandatory नहीं होता है, at the same time ये कोई duty भी नहीं होता है, ये एक moral responsibility होता है. So all these are the basic usage of our modal auxiliary verbs that we have here. So auxiliary verbs, we have divided them into two categories, main verbs and auxiliary verbs. What are main verbs? Main verbs are action words which denote actions which people or objects do. Auxiliary verbs are again of two types. One is your primary auxiliaries like is, am, was, are, were, have, has, do, does, etc. And we have modal auxiliaries which are the ones which we have just discussed. Will, would, can, could, may, might, shall, should, ought to and must. So do you have any doubts in this? Okay, let's continue then. So we'll look at some of these examples here. X would have gone to office. इस sentence का क्या meaning है? X शायद अपने ऑफिस चला गया है. X could have gone to office. यानी X capable था आज ऑफिस जाने के लिए, but X गया नहीं गया है. So what is happening here? Here we are talking about a positive possibility. यानी I don't know where X is. X would have gone to his office. Meaning that's a possibility. But if I say X could have gone to work today, then I am basically saying X had the capability to go to office today, but X didn't go. X must have gone to office. यानी उसके अलावा और कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है. अगर X घर पर नहीं है तो इसका मतलब ये है कि 100% X जो है वो अपने ऑफिस ही गया होगा. So X must have gone, meaning it's a compulsion that's the only place which X might have gone. Then X may have gone, again a possibility. Then X should have gone, it was his duty or responsibility to go to the office today. Then let's look at this. Next part. Why would have completed the work? So again it's a possibility. Why could have completed the work? Yani Y was capable of completing the work, but did Y complete? No. Y must have completed the work. Then it's definitely true that Y has completed the work और कोई option नहीं है. Y might have completed the work, meaning possibility again. Y should have completed the work, यानी उसकी responsibility या उसकी duty थी वो काम करना. Here we can see would is possible, could had the capability but did not, must is necessarily, may or might is possibly, and should is responsibility. Okay. So what are the different forms of main verbs now? So let's discuss main verbs now. So what are the forms? Present, past, past participle and present participle. So how do we divide that? Present is do or does, past is did, past participle is done, and present participle is doing. Okay, let's discuss some examples now. Do, does, past is did, done, doing. Sit, sits, sat, sat, sitting. Hang, hangs, hanged or hung, hung or hanging. Now coming to this particular word here, past tense में हमने दोनों लिखा है यहाँ पे, hanged and hung. Now the difference here is hanged is used only for the death penalty or capital punishment, or somebody who dies by hanging. Okay, so please remember we can't use hanged in any other context. यानी हम the painting was hanged on the wall गलत sentence है, हमको क्या बोलना पड़ेगा, the painting was hung on the wall. hanged जो है वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ death penalty या someone who dies by hanging, उसी context में हम hanged use कर सकते हैं. hanged को कहीं और किसी और context में नहीं use कर सकते हैं, which means it's wrong to say I hanged out with my friends yesterday. It's a wrong sentence. So what should we say instead? I hung out with my friends yesterday. So hanged is used only for capital punishment, death penalty, or somebody who dies by hanging himself or herself. So the word hung is used for anything else. For example, I hung out with my friends yesterday. The painting is the painting was hung on the wall, etc. Then hung is also used as past participle. So a sentence, an example sentence would be, the painting was hung on the wall, or the painting hung on the wall. So this is how we use the past participle. Okay, and then hanging can be used for anything. For example, I'm hanging out with my friends, or the painting is hanging on the wall, or any of that. Okay, let's continue. Sing is plural, sings is singular, sang, sung, singing. Run is plural, runs is singular, ran, run, running. So again this usage will be, he ran 10 kilometers yesterday. I have run for 3 kilometers today. So I have run, past participle. Swim, swam, swum, swimming. Beat, beat, beaten, beating. Wear, wore, worn, wearing. Then begin, began, begun, beginning. Bear, bore, born or born. Both are past participles of bear. So just like you say that bearing a child, in the same manner we have the past tense of bearing will be born. That is why you say the child was born. How was the child born? Because from the bearing. Okay, so bore is to the past tense of bear. Bear, what does bear mean? To be able to do something, handle something. Okay, then bearing, bearing the pain, etc. Okay, so then bleed, bled, bled, bleeding. Read, 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 reading. Then break, broke, broken, breaking. Drink, drank, drunk, drinking. Now coming to this flow. Flow is used for fluids, water, liquids. So flow, flowed, flowed and flowing. So do not get confused between the word forms of flow and the word forms of fly. So fly is the plural, flies is the singular, and we have flew, flown, flying. So what are the words here? Fly, flies, flew, flown and flying. Then we have the word rise, rose, risen and rising. Then we have raise, raised, raised, raising. Now let's quickly look at the sentences that can be formed here. Rise is to go up, as in the prices of onions rose after the floods. They shot up. The sun rises in the east. The sun is the one which is rising. It's increasing. It's going up. The temperatures are rising every day. And so whenever we talk about something that is going up, we use the word rise. The rising liver picked up the vehicle and put it elsewhere. So basically rise is to lift, to go up. And raise is to lift. So the student raised her hand in the class. So the student raised what? Her hand. The opposition raised a question. Raised what? A question. Um, she raised her voice. She raised what? Her voice. Okay. I raised a doubt in the class yesterday. So raised what? A doubt. So basically raise is to lift something. Okay. Let's continue now. So we have more examples here. Bite, bit, bitten, biting. Built, 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 building. Burn, burnt, burnt, burning. Bring, brought, brought, bringing. Catch, caught, caught, catching. Cut, 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 cutting. Drive, drove, driven, driving. Deal, dealt, dealt, dealing. Draw, drew, drawn, drawing. So we have only looked at the examples which are a little irregular, but otherwise you can think of all these examples for any words like approve, approved, approved, approving. Appreciate, appreciated, appreciated, appreciating. Finish, finished, finished, finishing. Okay. In the same manner, approve, approved, approved, approving. Okay. Next. Welcome, 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 welcoming. So fall, fallen, fallen, falling. Feed, fed, fed, feeding. Fight, fought, fought, fighting. Forbid, forbade, forbidden, forbidding. Forgive, forgave, forgiven, forgiving. Forget, forgot, forgotten, forgetting. Mistake, mistook, mistaken, mistaking. Ride, rode, ridden, riding. Go and goes. Then go is plural, goes is singular. Went, gone, going. Hide, hidden, hidden, hiding. Hurt, 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 hurting. Just like cut, cut, cut. Keep, kept, kept, keeping. Know, knew, known, knowing. Now this is interesting here that we're going to discuss. Lay means to put something down. Lie means to tell lies. Lie can also mean to lie down. Okay. So lie down can be to lie down. Lie is telling lies, and lay is to put something down. Lose is to, something that is lost is lose. So don't get confused between this loose and, the fitting where you say dress is loose. That loose is different. That's an adjective. Okay. That's not a verb. L-O-O-S-E is an adjective. L-O-S-E, losing, is a verb. It's an action. Okay. Then make, made, made, making. Now let's look at examples for these words here. Lie is telling lies. So he lied to me. Don't lie. Lie is also to recline. So I want to lay down for a while. The baby was laying on the bed. So here we have lay, laying, lying. Lay, laid, laid, laying. Lied, lied, lying. He lay in bed. It was a Sunday. Then lay, to put something down or on any surface. So what do we have? Hen lays eggs, or hens lay eggs. She laid the mat on the floor. She laid what? The mat. Why? Because she put down the mat on the floor. The police lay a trap for the criminal. What did the police do? They lay a trap. They put down a trap to catch the criminal. Okay. So these are some of the words that we have discussed in today's session. So we'll quickly go over the first part of the session, and we'll wrap up. So in today's session, very quickly, we have discussed what is a sentence. A sentence has a subject and a predicate, that is a noun and a verb. Then we discussed what is a subject and an object. Then active voice, passive voice. So what is a verb? How many types of verbs we have? So a verb which is an action is the main verb, and a verb which talks about state of existence or being is an auxiliary verb. So we have modal auxiliaries and primary auxiliaries. Then we have will and would, which we have discussed. So if you have any doubts in any of these, you can just drop in the comments. Okay then. So this was our verbs part 1, and tomorrow's session we'll be discussing verbs part 2, where we'll be doing the second part of it, which is tenses. Okay. Thank you so much. Hope to see you all tomorrow also.